Edgar, do you have something you want to say? Do you have something you want to say? Hello? Do you have something you want to say? Oh, okay. Anyways. Hey, what is up, you guys? It's me, Lauren. Hey. Welcome. Excuse me. Welcome to my apartment hallway. I showed you guys a bit of my living room. Here's my apartment hallway. If you're wondering what the little things are hanging down, here, I'll pan up real quick. They're my floating candles, okay? I was scrolling the TikTok the other day, because what else do I do? I found this beautiful idea of creating a hot men hallway. I have a hallway. This is one of the few, well, besides the Harry Potter lights, one of the few walls in my apartment that doesn't have anything on it. Okay, and so today we're going to create a hot men hallway. Come create a hot men hallway with me. My cat wants to say something. Hello? Oh, what else? Okay, yes, King. I have a fat stack of Polaroids of Edgar, please. I love you. I'm trying to film. Of hot men that I believe deserve to go in my hallway. If you are one of my friends, there is enough room, okay? And you may go, hey, Lauren, if you're one of my friends, that's not enough. Well, it is, okay? For people who do not know me personally, I have a strange addiction to hot male celebrities, specifically hot male brunette celebrities. Okay, I have a flavor, I have a type. You'll see that. You'll see that when I come to decorate this wall. The one thing I didn't do was get out my sticky tack. But I'm going to save my sticky tack and we're just going to hang these up with tape because I don't care. So I'm going to go grab my tape and then we're going to turn on a light. Ew, overhead lighting. And then I'm going to decorate the wall and tell you about each and every, Edgar, please, each and every hot man that is going to live on my wall here. Guys, Edgar wanted to say hi. Are you done now? Y'all don't get to see into my bedroom. It's my space. It's my area. Oh, I should make a disclaimer. If you happen to be one of the hot men who end up in this hallway, no, you're not. Not that any of these people would see my video. In the off chance that you do, it's none of your business, okay? I picked out my favorite pictures from Pinterest. It's hard to choose just one for some of them, but we're gonna go through them. Okay, first hot man. Joe Keery. I'll put the picture that I have up here. I fell in love with Joe Keery. Season 2 of Stranger Things. Okay, been a long time coming. I briefly mentioned it in my Stranger Things video. I have loved this man for a really long time. But last year's when it really started revving up, this year got 10 times worse with his album. So yeah. Yes. What I do. Hot man number 2, Braden Lemasters. I believe he made my addiction worse too. Tall, brunette men. Braden Lemasters. I was a casual fan of Wallows for since 2019. But when I heard Remote, my world changed. And once I got more into them, I got more into him. He's kind of fallen back because, controversial opinion, and I'm going to say this and people might be mad at me, I hate the album Model. Bad Dream is a really good song, but I don't like anything else. The newest addition to my hot men list, Noah Wiley. I love him in every form, okay? No Beard John Carter, Beard John Carter, Dr. Michael Rabinovich. I love him in every form. Noah Wiley seems like a good person through and through, and he's hot. I saved this picture of him with a baby beard. Beard John Carter was short-lived, and we need to remember him. So I'm remembering him in this picture. That's going to go in my hot man hallway. John Carter. Noah Wiley. Also, if these look off, they are. I can't hang anything straight. Next up on my hot man list, Jeff Goldblum. Yes, I've had a crush on Jeff Goldblum for at least 4 or 5 years now. It increases every time he's in something that I love to watch. Last year I was in a really bad phase because Wicked, and then I watched Jurassic Park, and so yes, we have the picture of him dramatically sitting, being wounded. Jeff Goldblum, yeah. Okay, next one. It's gonna be a fan favorite, you guys. I know it's gonna be a fan favorite. Dean Winchester, Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy. I saved this picture of him from the Wendigo episode of season 1, Supernatural. He looks particularly beautiful here. My best friend Ken, my biffle, hi Ken, if you're watching this, introduced me to Supernatural when we were in middle school. My life has been forever changed. I have a blanket. I now have a picture of them on my wall. I love to watch Supernatural. First 5 seasons only though. Of course. Of course. Dean has always been my Supernatural crush. Sometimes I think about Sam, but not as much as I think about Dean, okay? Like, y'all, I'm gonna wake up every morning and walk out here and see my hot men hallway and just be happy. Okay, the next one. My love for tall men with dark hair started at a very young age. Probably when I was 3. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up. The original Yellow Wiggle, Greg Page, or as I called him, Greg Wiggle. I don't know why I loved this man so much. Literally the blueprint. Guys, besides Jeff Goldblum and maybe him, but guys, like, he's the blueprint. I've loved him since I was a child. I carry this flame for the rest of my life. I always will. When I was younger, I got a Greg Wiggle doll. He sings. I still have him. He's at my house. I cherish him. I love this man. I love hearing him talk. I love hearing him sing. I love looking at old pictures of him. This actually, funnily enough, looks exactly like the doll I have. Everyone tries to clown me. One of my favorite things ever is to call myself Mrs. Greg Wiggle because I have been married to this man for the majority of my life. I'm 23 now, so 20 years. Been married to him for 20 years. Literally, the joke is that I got married the Christmas I got my Greg Wiggle doll, okay? If I can find the photo, I will show you. But yeah. The next one I have loved since, again, I was a child, probably middle school. Skylar Gisondo. I can't say his name right. I can't speak. Skylar Gisondo. Everybody got on the train with this new Superman movie. I've been on the train, babe. I've been on this fucking train. I fell in love with him for the first time when I saw the third Night at the Museum movie when he played Mickey. I saw it in theaters, still have the ticket. I saw that movie, saw him in it, immediately knew that he is the love of my life, okay? Okay. Love him to death. And then when I saw him again in Superman and everyone was like, oh, he's cute. I know. The next up on my Hot Men hallway, Joshua Jackson. Charlie Conway from the Mighty Ducks series. I discovered the Mighty Ducks in high school, okay? My guilty pleasure movie is a sports movie. The Sandlot, love. Remember the Titans, love. Hardball with Keanu Reeves, love because Keanu Reeves, but also sports. I love a good sports movie. Going to the mat, bring it on. Love a good sports movie. I don't exactly remember how I came across Mighty Ducks, but I did. And as I watched it, Joshua Jackson, man, okay? And he appears in like random 90s things. Like I was watching Scream 2 and he was in it for a short second. Guys, I love Joshua Jackson. Okay. And again, Joshua Jackson, any form. Any form. Okay? Loved him for a long time. Of course he's gonna be on this wall. Oh my gosh. Him with the gray hair. Woo! Next Hot Men hallway entry. You know him, I hope. You love him, but not as much as me. Justin Bartha, okay? Oh my God. I watched National Treasure for the first time in middle school. I don't remember what it was. It was one of the last few days of school, and they put all of us in the auditorium and they turned on National Treasure. Him in the first National Treasure, that's what this photo is. I'll put it up on the screen too. Changed my life. I don't know why. I don't know how. Him in the second one changed it even more. Justin Bartha. We've done a few of my oldies. Okay? Actually, most of these from here to here are pretty old. The next one is a pretty recent ad. Lewis Pullman. But not just because of Thunderbolts. No. There is a clip in my commentary with my friend Reese where we're talking about Miles Teller, and she mentions that I would really like Bob from Top Gun Maverick. She was right. I really do love Lewis Pullman. I do. Here's a cutie patootie picture of him. Love him when he's Bob in Thunderbolts. Love him when he's Bob in Top Gun Maverick. Love him when he's Rhett Abbott. I do. We're going back to an oldie, okay? Not that this person's old, just I've loved them a long time, oldie. Sebastian Stan. When I was in middle school, I told the story in the Stranger Things one, but when I was in middle school, I discovered the Marvel Universe. I discovered Sebastian Stan. I originally actually think I discovered Sebastian Stan in Once Upon a Time when he played Jefferson. Either way, I knew about him. I fell in love with him right away. I was supposed to meet him, never did because he canceled. RIP. It's whatever. I still love him. I can't convince my friend Kendrick to find him attractive, and I think that's actually a crime because he is beautiful. And he hasn't started balding yet. So, Fred, I don't know how to say his last name, don't come for me. I fell in love with this man when I first saw the original Fear Street trilogy. Something about him as Simon. I've rewatched them recently because he was in Hell of a Summer, and I thought he looked great there too. So I had to rewatch the Fear Street trilogy to get more content of him. He doesn't look great in Gladiator 2, but I do love him in Gladiator 2. And I love this photo of him. I think he looks so cute. So he deserves a spot in my Hot Men hallway because I want him to have one. Next up, Colin Firth. I think it was Mamma Mia that made me fall in love with Colin Firth. And ever since then, I have just had the biggest crush on him. I love him in every single thing that he does. He's a handsome man. He's a handsome man, and no one ever believes me. Guys, we will see the problem here is that no one ever believes me when I say these men, that these men are handsome. But they really are. Some of them I can convince. But no one wants to get on my hot men train. It's going to be an iconic hallway. Like, come on now. Next up is another longtime hot man for me, Josh Shigara. I've had a crush on Josh Shigara since Josh Cigara. It sounds like I'm saying Shigara. Cigara. I've had a crush on Josh since I was but a wee lass. One of the few channels I used to watch when I was a kid was PBS Kids, and he was Hector on the Electric Company, and I had a fat crush on him. It took many years until I started seeing him in projects that I was watching. I think the first one was She-Hulk, which this picture is from. He looks great in She-Hulk. Then it was Scream 6. Then it was Abbott Elementary. And then it was Friendship, that Tim Robinson movie. I think he's beautiful. And I love when he graces my screen. People should put him in more. I'm tired of him not being cast. I'm happy he's being cast more. Put him in more. Bring him back, Marvel Universe, because goodness gracious. Also, to all the people who write fan fiction, y'all didn't write enough about him. So get on that. We still have this many. I'm never going to get through this. Next up, Ben Marshall from Please Don't Destroy. I am realizing now that I probably love this guy because he reminds me of an ex-boyfriend I have. And I replaced my affection from my tall, redheaded ex-boyfriend with a tall, redheaded comedian on SNL who is now a cast member. Three Sad Virgins changed my life. It was probably the only thing I could stomach for a really long time. I love him. I do. And I like when SNL pops up on my TikTok and gives me clips of Ben Marshall. I do. If you are one of these men and you see this, please, this is actually not you. This is your doppelganger. I don't know what you're talking about. Next up on the list is one of my guilty pleasure men, Richie from The Bear, cousin, as I always call him. I think Evan is beautiful. But it's Richie that sets my heart aflame. Not just the actor, it is in fact just the character. Something about him, I can't really explain it. I haven't got the words. I just love him. I love him, I love him, I love him. This is actually one of my least controversial picks. Some people will judge me for the men on these walls today. I have been judged for some of the men I posted on my Insta. One time I posted Ron Weasley, and everyone came for my neck. I think that's unfair, but next up is another long-time love, Dick Grayson / Brenton Thwaites. I found Brenton Thwaites for the first time in the original Maleficent live action. He played the prince originally before someone else took it over. I saw him and my little heart went pitta-patta, 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 and I never let him go. And then one time I was in Ireland looking for something to watch on Netflix, and I saw his gorgeous little face, and it brought me to a show called Titans. And I've watched every season. And if you're in the Titans fandom or you like Dick Grayson, you know that everyone has said he's the perfect casting for Nightwing. And he will be on my wall forever and always. We're going back to a longtime lover of mine. Actually, no, we were just at a longtime lover, but an even longtime lover. Evan Peters. Recently, my love for Evan Peters was brought back to my attention because of Tron Ares. Yes, I did go see it. No, not for Jared Leto. Yes, for Evan Peters, St. Louis native, my king. I used to be very afraid of horror. And one of the ways that I desensitized myself to horror was watching American Horror Story. I had to build up to American Horror Story. It really did help that Evan Peters was in it. It helps that he's beautiful. It helps that I love him. I adore him. The first ever scary movie I saw in theaters was The Lazarus Effect because Evan Peters was in it. I just love everything Evan Peters does. Also, thank you, Ariana Grande, for putting him back into my sphere with the We Can't Be Friends video. Next up is Phil Winnick. No, not Bradley Cooper, specifically Phil Winnick from The Hangover. I have read plenty of terribly written fan fictions about this man. And I've soaked up each and every single one of them because I love him. I don't know what it is. He looks extra scrumptious in the first one. If you ever find my Letterboxd, you will see that I have liked every single review that says that this movie is all about how hot Bradley Cooper is because he looks so good in that fucking movie. He's also a sleazebag, and for some reason that just drives me wild. Next up, Jason Bateman. I don't really remember how this came to be. I think my TikTok was showing me a lot of Arrested Development clips. I watched it, thought he was hot as fuck. Still think he's hot as fuck. They showed me a picture of him in the voiceover booth for Zootopia with the long hair. I love long hair on a man. I do. None of these people really have it right now. One of them did and I didn't really like it. But God, do I love long hair on a man. And it looks pretty good on him. This is a picture from his Arrested Development days. That is the version of Jason Bateman. That probably just made it really blurry. The version of Jason Bateman that I love the most. He is so fucking beautiful. He's also kind of a dick. And apparently I just love that, okay? This man is probably the second man who could be credited with starting my crazy men thing. Everyone jumped on the train for this man last year when Challengers came out, but me and the other theater girlies have been on it for a really long time. This man was a man that my mom took me to Broadway to see when I turned 16 because I loved him so much. He didn't stage door, but I saw him in person. This man is Mike Feist. Yes. Yes. I love Mike Feist so much. I don't talk about him often. It does not mean I love him any less. When I started getting into theater more, I saw him with that long hair that my friends hate, but I like, and I fell in love. I found out about his time in Newsies. Okay, I looked for everything this man did. He was in West Side Story. They delayed the production for him. Oh, I love Mike Feist. And then they put him in Challengers, and he was blonde. He's never looked a bad day in his life. This is my favorite picture of Mike Feist. It is. It is. It is. It is. This next man in my hot man hallway is a more quiet love. It's there though. I went to go to New York to see him this year. Okay. He started in Little Shop of Horrors. He did great. He's wonderful. He's so handsome, and he's in a great show called School Spirits. It is Milo Manheim. Yes. Need I say more? I could. This is a really good picture of him. It looks a little burnt, and I don't know why. My printer stopped liking me for a little bit. Beautiful, tall, can sing, can dance. He's the reason I would ever watch a zombies movie. No offense to zombies movies, but you know, it's just not for me, and that's okay. But everything else he's in, him as Wally in School Spirits, hooey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next one is my guilty pleasure men of all guilty pleasure men. I know I mentioned Richie as my guilty pleasure man. This man is a man I 100% believe that if I'm ever to get married and it's not Joe Curie, I'm going to marry a man who looks like this. I have to. Opie Winston from Sons of Anarchy. Not Ryan Hurst. Ryan Hurst plays him. Opie Winston, okay? I don't know how I came across this. I can't explain it. I saw this man, and I thought that is the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my life. He is tall. He has long hair. He has a big beard. He's big as fuck. If I don't marry Joe Curie, I'm marrying a man who looks like this. I have to. There's something about him that is so fucking gorgeous to me. And not just regular Ryan Hurst. When he was in Remember the Titans, no. Opie fucking Winston. The long hair, the big beard, tall as fuck, big. Yeah. I'm marrying a man who looks like that. Like, I'm being so dead serious when I say that to you guys. Like, if I'm not marrying him, specifically him, not a man who looks like him, I'm marrying a man who looks like this. I'm joking. The next one is also a super long love of my life. Mr. Andy Samberg. I have loved him since I was but a wee lass. Again, my parents used to watch SNL all the time, meaning I would watch SNL all the time. My prime SNL years were Andy Samberg's. The Lonely Island, love. Hot Rod, love. Pop Star, Never Stop Stopping, love. Anything Andy Samberg does, I love. He was so beautiful in Palm Springs. He has a wife, so I need to be respectful, but on my hot man wall, Andy Samberg. I didn't think there were that many, but when they're all this close, there are that many. Can you guys hear my timer? Next up, another longtime lover. Oh, that's perfect. Another longtime lover of mine, Dave Franco. When I saw the Now You See Me movies for the first time when I was a child, I fell in love with Dave Franco. My iPod Touch has tons of Now You See Me photos, mostly of Dave Franco's character, Jack Wilder. I love that man. I sure do. And every time he re-enters my sphere, I get just reattracted to him. He seems like a good person through and through. He is married to Allison Brie. I'm very jealous of both of them. I had to do a picture with the cat because he's a great cat dad. I love Dave Franco, and I'm going to fall into another pit of being obsessed with him after seeing Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Because it happened when I saw Together. But now he's going to be my favorite character that he's ever played. And he's going to look good while throwing them fucking cards. Hell yeah, he is. The second to last hot man we are putting on my hot man hallway, don't worry again, I'm going to fix it, is a recent addition. One that my friend Reese will accuse me of stealing from her. Who knows? I don't. Dominic Sessa. Y'all, I thought he was cute. And then they said that they were going to play him in the Now You See Me movie, and the whole world changed. Yeah, I'm ready to see him be a loser magic boy. I'm going to go see it after I'm done filming this video, but I'm ready to see him be a loser magic boy. I want to see him in more. Put Dominic Sessa in more movies. He's got Now You See Me and a holiday one coming out this year. And he's going to be Anthony Bourdain, if I remember correctly. Put him in more. For the love of God, put him in more. I want to see this awkward man, okay? Okay, and not just in my Hot Men hallway. For our last entry in the Hot Men hallway, we are inducting one of the many men I have loved for many years, who re-enters every once in a while. I had a really big phase with him last year after watching Tick, Tick, Boom. But even when the world hated his Spider-Man, I loved it. Because Andrew Garfield is hot. Andrew Garfield, everybody. Like I said, I've loved him for a very long time. I've loved him since the Amazing Spider-Man movies came out. I don't care what the world thinks. I don't. He is beautiful. He is gorgeous. I love him. Everything about Andrew Garfield is my favorite thing in the entire world. And my friends, the prototype for my Hot Men hallway, Jesus fucking Christ, is done. Okay? Shout out to the girl who gave me the idea. Her TikTok will be linked below. I showed it in the beginning. Here is her screen name. Go follow her. She gave me this idea. If I had sparkly lights, which I kind of do, but they don't look aesthetically pleasing to put up, I would. I love them all. I can add to this and remove however I want. Okay? What are you guys gonna do? If you ever come to my apartment, if you're somebody I know, take a gander at my beautiful display of hot men and think to yourself why your taste isn't as good as mine. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.